The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon. It is the 9th of June, 2026. And you, my friends, as always, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Scrumdiddly-umptious.
Mogey. Normally, Mogey wears a short-sleeve T-shirt to work. Today, he's gone for a very stylish long sleeve. Is that a new shirt, Mogey? Is it new?
I've had it for a while, but I don't wear it very often, Jase.
Yeah.
Special occasions, brother.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It's a bit of a tricky one because, and for everyone at home there, it's sort of a long sleeve merino, black sort of long sleeve tee, I guess, but woolen, so slightly different. A bit of a sweater, a thin sweater if you...
Skivvy?
If you'd allow it, not a skivvy.
Oh,
Nobody
sorry.
said skivvy.
No, that's okay. Yep.
The problem with it, Jase, is in the right light, you get to see my nipples.
Yeah, totally.
So that's why I've got a singlet on underneath.
Yeah, well, I tell you
Got to
what.
keep things on track today, man. We've got a job to do. Can't have you drooling all over your bloody computer there, you sick bastard.
Too late. But it looks great, mate. And it's still really, hugging that body of yours.
It hugs
so.
it.
But you're good otherwise, apart from your
going
see-through
grouse, mate.
nipples?
Can I just throw a kia kaha out to the south coast of Wellington? Big, huge swells down there, 5.5 metres a few years ago. Today, 10 and 11 metre swell. So, yeah, you wouldn't want to be on the south coast. They're having a great time down in Wellington over the last probably year or two. So, get into the pub. Treat yourselves.
Yeah, good on you. Speaking of huge swells, I tell you what. Old Pugs
Hello.
very, very open-chested today with his... What is that, Tad? A fly or something?
Yeah, a fly.
Yeah.
It's a blowfly.
But, geez, you're looking pretty sharp as well there, Pugson. How's life?
Hey, thanks, Jase. Really good, thanks. Grateful to be here with you fellas as always. Wish it were better circumstances. Obviously, Keyzie.
Oh,
off
yeah,
sick.
he got fired.
Exactly that.
No, he's a little bit sick, isn't he, the poor bugger?
he's under
And
the weather.
I want to be quite clear, he wanted to come in, but we said no because we don't want to get sick. Well, certainly that was my feeling.
I don't care about getting sick.
Well, I
man.
get sick at the drop of a hat, and then I'm off for a goddamn month. I hate it.
Jase, how are you, man?
Very good, thank you. I'll tell you what I did today, which has made the world of difference to my life. I bought some extra strength Gaviscon,
Oh,
and I had a little gulp of that. God, I feel $100.
$100. Don't you mean pesos?
And that burning's gone temporarily.
We'll get into it later in the show, but I think you need to consider going to the doctor.
That's what my wife said too. I got into a hurr of an argument about it.
You would go quiet immediately.
Hey, Mogey, what's coming up on the show?
What's happening on The Big Show with old Mogey?
Another day, another opportunity to get yourself in for the latest tour, the Export Ultra Beer Garden Tour, that is. They're going to a grand final in Australia in around about October, if you can work out the sport. Hey, it's going to be bloody good time. Stay tuned for that one. There'll be a cue to call and you'll give us a buzz. Also, I'm really excited about this. There's been a big sports player, formerly a big sports player, who's come out as gay.
Yes.
He's a rugby league player. This never happens. Imagine my joy when I wake up this morning and a rugby league player has come out as gay. Absolutely over the moon. We're going to go over that and talk about this gentleman. We'll tell you who that is later in the show. And coming up next, Hoyte J, you're feeling a bit jealous, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, I am.
Because Keyzie's got a hog. Mogey's got a new massive hog. And old Hoyte J.
Hogless.
Sans hog. So we're going to talk about whether you should get a hog and what kind of a hog you should get.
Yeah, sounds good, man. In the meantime, let's have a bit of Kings of Leon, why don't we?
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Stinkfist. Tool there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon.
My wife and I went down the aisle to that.
Just Stinkfist.
Yeah.
When she was marrying you.
Stinkfist.
Yeah. I actually thought about having Stinkfist for my wedding, but my wife wasn't keen on it, actually.
No?
No. But, now listen, as Mogey mentioned at the top of the show there, I'm sort of feeling a little bit left out at the moment.
Yes.
Because I always consider the Big Show team a team.
Yes.
And you'll be aware of the fact from yesterday's conversation that old Mogey and Keyzie now are proud hog owners.
That's right.
They both own motorbikes. And I'm
Hogs.
going, hang about here. It can't be that the two fellas have motorbikes and old Hoyte J doesn't.
Yes.
And so I've been thinking, does Hoyte J need to get a hog of his own?
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, so Keizie's got an old, I think it's a Kawasaki.
Yeah, it was a Kawasaki.
It's a Honda.
It's a Kawasaki Honda. 250 cc's.
Yes.
That's cubic inches. And he's been working on that one. When I say he, I mean his dad.
Yeah.
He's been working on that one for about 9 months or so. And I'm just about to get myself a street dog. And that's an electric bike. And you can have it painted with anything you want.
Yes.
Custom painted. So on the side of that, I'll get him Stinkfist.
Yeah, nice.
Get that right on the side there.
Yeah,
and so then the question becomes, what can Hoyte J have? Now, there's a few different options. Obviously, I just got a hold of my mother's electric bicycle, little step-through number, and I thought, geez, Jase would love this. But just having a little look at it today, I don't think your feet would reach the pedals.
Yeah. Well, your mum's a very tall, elegant woman, if I can put it like that.
Yes.
You're very tall too.
The locals in her neighbourhood refer to her as a freak.
Yeah. Somewhat cruelly, I would say. But here's the thing, fellas. You've gone kind of low-key power-wise.
Yes.
Keyzie's kind of low-key power-wise.
He's sitting in the middle there.
He's sort of in the middle.
250 for someone of his abilities is,
I feel like Hoyte J needs to go full noise hog.
I agree.
But
Loud hog.
then you couple it with the fact that I'm a CBD boy now. And so, I'm just in the inner city. I'm just sort of walking around the streets. Would a massive motorbike be really suitable for me? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some fat motorbikes cruising around the city at night.
Yes.
But would that be a practical solution for Hoyte J, or am I looking for something else?
Is it practical, or are you trying to be cool and hang out with me and Keyzie?
Look, I'm trying to be cool so that I can hang out with you and Keyzie.
Yeah.
But I also there's an element of me, and I'll be honest about it, that wants to upstage you both a little bit to be the big dog.
And that's why I think you should do it. So whether it's a good idea or not, I think you should go. The bigger, the better.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I tossed around the idea previously of putting you in a sidecar. Just chucking a little sidecar on my electrical bike. I still think there's something to that. We've considered you going full ET, and we slam you in a basket on the front and just toss a towel over your head. I also think there's something to that.
Well, can you imagine, can I just paint a picture here of Mogey cruising along on his electric bike with Hoyte J in a basket on the front with a towel over his head with Stinkfist along the side of the electric bike? What a sight that would be.
And I think we need to be a gang. And I think this is why I'm so open to the idea, because 2 does not a gang maketh.
Yes.
But 3 does.
Yeah.
And then we can start throwing around patch ideas and what's the name of the gang? Fists of Stink has got a ring to it.
Yes. Well, this is where we need your help, because I am picking that a lot of our listeners out there have more knowledge than Hoyte J when it comes to motorbikes.
Yes.
I mean, I'd like their recommendations.
Yes.
What I should get, what should be on it, accessories, what sort of paint job it should have, all of that stuff on 3483.
And 0800 Hauraki as well. And if you get in touch, everybody goes in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher. What kind of hog should Jase run?
Looking forward to this.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed, Radiohead there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is exactly 28 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Hey, fellas, don't forget that cue to call for the Export Ultra Grand Final Beer Garden Tour is coming up on the show. If you want the chance to join Jerry Minaya and ACC head G Lane on the Beer Garden Tour, listen out for that cue to call, and you could be getting amongst with the fellas. Call us on 0800 Hauraki when you hear it.
Great stuff, Pugsan.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
No, we were chatting just before about the fact that old Mogey and Keyzie, they're both proud hog owners now. They both got motorbikes, and Hoyte Jay's feeling a little bit left out. And as Mogey rightly pointed out, if you want to have a gang, two's not enough. You got to have three. So we put it out there to people on 3483. What sort of hog should Hoyte Jay run with? Because I'm kind of thinking, because Mogey and Keyzie have gone kind of low power hogs, that I go full power hog.
Yeah.
Even though that's not particularly practical, but I'd look really cool.
Yeah, I think it's the way forward for you, man. There's nothing quite as impressive as a sort of a little hoggle-looking bastard hanging off the back of a 400cc. Now, you would look amazing to it. I'm just seeing you in the leathers.
Yes.
I'm seeing you in the open-face helmet. You got the big boots on. You got the tassels hanging off the handlebars.
Chaps.
I mean, woo!
Yeah.
I seriously just had a vision of me on a massive hog stopping and my feet not being able to touch the ground and then just falling over. I genuinely.
Oh, I've got a vision of you on the motorway and you get to 100 and suddenly you're just hanging on the handlebars and your
flying
leggies are flapping out the back. We've had a bunch of texts on 3483. Don't forget, everyone in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher. They've kind of delved between what accessories you should have on the bike, what kind of bike you should get, actual scientific or actual mechanical answers. So obviously we'll stick to the serious stuff. Jase could have my stiffy written on his hog.
Nice.
Which I think is pretty bang on. Another gang name suggestion, the Ingrown Toenails. It's creative.
Yeah,
doesn't
not
really
bad,
apply,
not bad.
though. Thick veiny hog, etc., etc. Woody's hog surely has to have fistful of jizz on the side.
After the
That's
Rage
not bad,
Against
actually.
Rage Against the Machine song, that's great.
Fistful of jizz.
I quite like the Reburglers. That's a great name for a bike gang. Someone else said a 5cc trike, which at least then you'd sort of be able,
trike,
you could, a trike you could hang on to.
You know, a three-wheeler would be pretty cool.
Oh, now we're talking.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are they called? What's a three-wheel bike called?
It's a trike.
Yeah, it's a
you're right.
a trike.
Or a tricycle. But you want something with a motor on it. There are the handlebars there. Are they the suicide bars, or are they
I
the
thought they were
sissy
spaghetti.
bars?
I always thought they were
you
called
going
spaghetti.
I don't know what that. Yeah, like that you sort of see the gang dudes.
You've got your arms
Yeah.
up in the air for the people listening. You've got your hands
that's
up
right.
above your head, which is good because then you could rest your sort of honker in the middle of it, Jase.
There you go, Jason.
Come on, Pugsan.
Come on, man. But I think it's a goer. I think you're onto something here, and I think you do need to do it. We don't want you feeling left out. So, what's better than feeling left out? Risking, your life, trying to be included.
Look, just on that front, I mean, if there's any sort of bike companies out there that, thinks old Hoyte J would look really cool on one of their bikes, I mean, feel free to get in touch. Maybe private message old Pugsan, because we don't want to make it a radio thing. Just, we can do it sort of under
Way too late.
Oh.
Already a radio thing.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Blink 182 there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 4:39.
Fellas, you'll be aware that I got a cat at Christmas. Well, my daughter did.
Yes.
Bird shit Chris.
Bird shit Chris
is the name of my cat. Inspired by Keyzie, who's not here today because he's sick.
Yes.
Keyzie's nickname at school was Bird Shit Chris.
For years. For years, that was his
Those
nickname.
birds are always shitting
Shitting on him, yeah,
All the
weirdly.
time. So if
Weirdly.
you see him, let him know.
Anyway, great cat. It's one of those big white buggers. There's a name for it, but it sort of loves hanging around the house and getting patted. It doesn't attack too much. It's great for a young kid. We've got a 6-year-old, so I'm really loving the cat outside of it waking me up at all hours. But there's just been some stuff going on over the last sort of week or so, which is making me think that I'm this cat's favourite. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
mate,
cute.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
nice.
Yeah.
By favourite, I mean I think this cat likes me as more than friends. Wants
What?
to be more than friends.
Wow.
Have you ever had that?
With an animal.
Me personally, no.
You love animals, eh, Pugs?
Me?
Yeah.
Love him.
Everybody's saying that you're an animal lover. Is that true?
I am an animal lover, as you were.
Anyway, I'll tell you sort of what's been going on around the joint. Now, the other day, I was lying in bed Sunday morning there. The cat comes in. I'm reading the newspaper. The cat comes in and sort of jumps in. My wife goes to pat the cat. The cat just attacks her.
Yeah.
Absolutely goes there, scratching her face, going her eyes, all that sort of
Wow.
thing.
Yeah, that's a bit.
And my wife's terrified. But I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. It's just, it takes a while to, for a cat to come to like everybody in the house.
It does.
How long have you had the cat?
Since Christmas. Yeah, New Year's.
Yeah, so
New
that's
Year's, in
6
fact.
months.
Yeah,
Yeah, right,
that's right. My wife takes a bit of getting to know,
Well, she, as you were saying off air, she's going to be a bit prickly.
Well, the thing about animals is they can sense.
Sense it, yeah.
Have you ever seen like a movie where, let's say Satan's involved somehow and the cat knows?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just leave that there.
Yes.
The cat gets into the crook of my arm now. I'm topless in bed.
Okay.
And the cat sort of nestles into the crook of my arm and is sort of looking up at me, just purring as loud as you like. Just absolutely loving it.
Nice.
Went out of the corner of its eye. What does it spot? One of my nibbles.
Sorry?
My left nibble.
Huh?
Your left nipple. And I know that Keyzie gets a lot of jip about his massive meat patty naps. But you've got some pretty elongated nibbles as well. Was it cold?
It was the right temperature, man, but whatever it was, it caught the eye of Birdshit Chris. Anyway, I give it a couple of pats. I go back to reading the paper there. Next thing you know, old Birdshit Chris is just licking the bejesus out of my nibble there. Helpfully, though. So after about 10 or 15 minutes, I think this is weird. And my wife thought that after about 3 seconds.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Iggy Pop there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 4:53. Let's talk TV.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Yeah. I watched another one of those untold documentaries. This one's about Jamie Vardy. He's a footballer who was going through the system, I think, in Sheffield. I'll be honest, I watched this about a week or so ago. I've forgotten most of it. And he was going up through the system in Sheffield and was going pretty well. And then his coaches said, look, you're not going to be a footballer. You're too small, mate. But they said it with a Sheffield accent.
Right, okay, yeah, good.
All right. Like that. And so he sort of stopped. He kept on playing, but he sort of gave up his dream of playing professional football, which is what he'd always wanted to do. So he just sort of had a factory job, and he'd go and play football. And he was just playing for the local team, which is sort of 9 divisions away from the Premier League.
Right.
Within, I believe, it was 2.5 or 3 seasons, he had won the Premier League. So he played for his team. He kept on putting up and up and up a division. Kept on playing. This comment to him that he was never going to be a professional footballer, completely ruined any confidence that he had. So he just didn't think it was possible at all. But he kept on playing, and he was really good. So he kept on getting promoted and winning all these things and getting promoted until he finally ended up playing for, I can't even remember who. And they won the league. I think it wasn't Chelsea. It was something like that, though. But within an incredibly short amount of time.
Wow.
And I think maybe it was Tottenham. And when they got up to the Premier League, not only it was impossible for him to even make it into the Premier League. It had never been done before that someone went from that division into the Premier League. When he got into that team, they were in the division down below, one division back, and then they went into the Premier League. And they were at 5,000 to 1. 5,000 to 1 to win the Premier League. Spoiler alert, they won the Premier League.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Massive.
Our great yarn, massive alcoholic.
Okay.
Drug abuse, all those sorts of things. Just had no faith in himself, you see.
Yes.
Really interesting guy. A great watch. 3.5 buzzes out of a possible 5. Great. Anything's possible, fellas.
That's true,
You know?
man. What
If
an
you're
inspirational
unbelievable
story.
football player.
Right.
Other than that, you got no hope.
Fellas, I started watching a show on Netflix called The Witness, based on a true story. When Rachel Nicholl was murdered in Wimbledon Common in 1972, Andrew Hanscom
I was watching this last night, and I didn't recognise it when you told me off here.
became a single parent overnight. With their 2-year-old son as the sole witness to her murder, Andre fights to protect him amid a flawed investigation.
Yes.
I don't know whether it's just fatigue with these kind of shows. I mean, it's a terribly tragic story, and I think there's also a documentary about the same thing.
Oh.
This is a dramatisation of it.
I was watching the documentary.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know that I trust Rotten Tomatoes
Nah,
anymore.
it's not as highly regarded these days.
Look, it just didn't grab me, I'll be honest with you. It's passable. None of the performances, particularly of the lead, who I can't remember his name, I don't know who he is, I've never really seen him before as an actor.
Cool.
Was particularly great. And as I say, I think maybe it was just that kind of genre fatigue.
Yes.
And I'll give it 2 buzzies out of 5. The Witness
Not
on
a
Netflix.
recommend.
Not
Not a
really.
recommend.
No, well, I am, as I say, watching the documentary. I'm almost finishing it, so I'll review that tomorrow.
Yes.
But, geez, she's a brutal bastard.
It was a shocking
Horrible.
story. I should probably give it more buzzies, but I can't. As I stare at Pugson's buzzies.
Hey, after 6, your chance to get yourself in the draw for the Export Ultra Grand Final Beer Garden Tour to head along to Sydney for the Grand Final with the fellas.
Thanks, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Tuesday's going along okay. No Keyzie today. He's feeling a bit under the weather, isn't he, Feels?
He is.
Incidentally, you're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburgu.
Crave-worthy street food, freshly made at Reburgu.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yum.
Well, I was just seeing there Pugson's eating... he's got his little Tupperware container, and I thought it was like a homemade sort of bar of some description, because you'd be into that, wouldn't you, Pugson? Making
Homemade bar.
You're making
Have
your
them all
own
the time.
homemade sort of whole nut sort of grain bar with
Yep.
bits of fruit and cranberry and stuff in it.
If I knew the first thing about making one, I 100% would be Jase.
Right,
And a little
okay.
mandarin there.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got his little mandarin. He has his little... all of you fellas do it. I'm the only one that doesn't. Oh, I know Keyzie not so much either. You have your little food parcels that you bring from home, don't you?
No, that's true.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a great way to get decent food. You're not wasting money. You're not eating garbage. I haven't done it for a while, though. I've been hanging out the back of that sushi a bit.
Yeah. You were shocking today, by the way, man. The
I
amount
ate
of food
so
that
much
you ate.
today.
But you bought me a skewer, so I
I
don't mind.
did. I bought one
appreciate
for
that.
Jason
That
as
was
well,
really
and
kind.
he literally threw it in my face.
I did.
Yeah.
I just had half a banh mi with my wife, so I was full to the gills. Now, listen, speaking of my wife, coming up next, I want to have a little chat about what happened in a cafe with my wife today. I'm still steaming about it. I'm furious. All right, we'll get into that next.
And that cue to call for you to go along to the Export Ultra Grand Final Beer Garden Tour is happening this hour. Stay tuned.
Here's Soundgarden.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. LMNOP there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. The time is 14 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now, you recall this, fellas. I think it was on the podcast outro yesterday. We were having a little chat about the great coffee controversy that happened to me many years ago in my home. And the basic sort of story was that after 20-odd years of making my wife coffee, she complained to me one morning that I made the coffees too hot and could I not make them so hot.
That's right. I remember it well. I don't think it was years ago that this came up. It was early last year or the year before.
Yes.
Fairly recently. But, yeah, and I remember at the time you were fuming.
Well, this is the... Well, hang on. This is the thing. And then you guys came around to my house for a come dine with me experience. And we were talking about that particular story, and my wife, unbelievably,
completely credibly,
made the joke. Oh, yes, and he sulked for 2 days after that particular incident where she criticised my coffee.
She was literally saying that you then were in such a hurr of a sukilala that you stomped around the house the next 2 days and remained stumm, did not talk, silent treatment.
Yeah.
And I found that very, very interesting.
Such BS. And true story, here's what happened today. My wife and I went to a cafe, lovely new cafe, by the way, there in Lawn Street. And we're having this great coffee, and I said, oh, jeez. I tell you what, babe, me and the fellas, we're having this funny chat. You say, remember the great coffee controversy? And she was like, oh, yeah, vaguely. And I said, oh, no, that time where you said that I made the coffees too hot. And she said, I never said that. And I went, what? And she said, I never said you made the coffees too hot. And I went, what do you mean? And she said, no, I said you made them too frothy. Could I have less froth in my coffee? I never said they were too hot. And I was like, no, you didn't. And she said, no, I did. That's what I said. I said it was too frothy. And I said, well, let that go. I said, well, anyway, that's not what we were having a chuckle about. What we were having a chuckle about was the BS that you said about how I sulked for 2 days after that particular incident. And there was a little pause. And she said, that wasn't BS. And I went, what do you mean? And she said, you did sulk for 2 days. You didn't speak to me for 2 days. You just stomped around the house for 2 days and said nothing. And I said, no. Hang on. That's not what happened. That's just BS. That was just you. That was you showing off your comedy chops. And she was like, no, totally. You were sulking for 2 days and you didn't say a word to me. All because I said that there was too much froth in the coffee. And suffice to say, I stormed out of the cafe and I left her to pay. This is what happens when people start rewriting history. You know what I mean? It's all a big joke. It's all a big joke. And then all of a sudden people believe that's what happened. And, you know, it's just all BS. It's BS, man. It never happened. I've never had a situation with my wife that's gone on for 2 days. Look, I'll sulk every now and then for a half an hour, I'll get over myself. Even if she's in the wrong, I'll get over myself. All right? 2 days is absolute BS. It's BS, fellas.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
News there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. The time 25 minutes past 5 o'clock.
Fellas, it's a hell of a time to be alive. Last night, some big news out of Australia. Finally, we've got another gay rugby league player.
Yes.
We haven't got enough of them.
No.
In my lifetime, there's only ever been one, Ian Roberts, who played for Manly.
Yes.
And he was an absolute bruiser of a fella. He was actually on Sports Cafe last week. They were talking to him.
Was he?
And he is still absolutely ripped to bits. Absolute monster of a fella.
He was a unit. Well, it still is a unit. He was a mammoth beast.
Yeah, and people would sort of chuck the odd slur at him in the ruck. You know, you get tackled, etc., etc. Then Ian Roberts would stand up and absolutely belt the hell out of them. And before you knew it, nobody was saying anything to him anymore.
Yes.
It was as good as gold. Well, last night, Kane Evans came out, and what is a really pretty inspiring interview on one of the rugby league channels over there. I just want to preempt this by saying there's a little bit of, we're going to play some audio, there's a bit of reference to suicide, so if you've got people around that are sensitive to those sorts of things, just be aware of that, maybe turn it off. But this is a guy who played he's 6'6", massive prop, front rower. He played for the Sydney Roosters, then he went to the Parramatta Eels, then he came to the Warriors on a 2-year deal. He played 14 games for us. We got rid of him because he kept on punching people in the head. And then he went over to the UK, and what was happening behind the scenes was he was struggling with who he was, and so he turned to alcohol and drugs. And over the last year and a half, in all honesty, he became a bit of a punchline because he was trying to get into, I think, the UFC or backyard brawls. He was really getting online and doing some pretty hairy stuff. But in this interview last night, you got to see what was going on, and we've got a bit of audio here.
3 goals in life, and it was to play NRL, to buy my parents a house, and then I was going to top myself, and because I was living in denial.
Yeah, and that was because he was gay and he had no idea how to come out.
Yeah.
Absolute insanity.
It's interesting, isn't it? Do you think because it seems to me now in the world, people are much more comfortable with that. It's much more, a normal thing now. But, of course, back in the day, people hid who they were because, they were persecuted in many respects.
Yeah.
But do you think the sporting element of it, rugby league, tough sort of blood, men being men, doof,
100%
is part of it?
100%. And when you look at it from his point of view, he could think to himself, I might come out. Yes. And then look around and go, who else has come out? Well, nobody for 30 years.
Yes.
And so it's not sort of super welcoming. They had a big thing at Manly a few years ago where the players refused to wear the Pride jersey.
Yes, that's right.
And so they didn't play a game. They got stripped of points and they ended up missing the finals because of it. So this is still very much on the surface. Absolutely insane. I just want to really just a huge kudos to Kane Evans for coming out. He's been sober, I think, for about 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with this and coming out. And I think he's going to find a whole lot of support. I just think, if you're out there going through this sort of thing, I think the struggles that you go through internally and in your mind are going to be a hell of a lot worse than what you find when you actually come out. You might find people that attack you, but you will undoubtedly get a hell of a lot more support than you will get detractors. So a huge rep to Kane Evans for doing this. What I really want to see now is this is, once again, rugby league is just destroying rugby union. Where are our gay All Blacks? I'd like to lay down a challenge to all of our All Blacks out there, present and past. Come out. Yeah. Come out of the closet. We know you're there. You've been beaten 2-0 by rugby league at the moment. Come out and get a victory in this. Have more out players or former players in rugby league. You can do this. You can do it tonight. I lay down the challenge.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Tuesday's going off, as they say. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reberg Gear.
Handcrafted big gears, loaded fries and gourmet eats that'll change the game.
Yeah, great stuff.
Really great.
Keep those texts coming, by the way, on 3483 on What's on the Dinner with me, Pug Son. Give us a name and where you're sending your text from as well.
And what you're having for dinner. Every text in the draw for $50 with a rebug.
Holy hecker.
Correct. Speaking of which, what are you having for dinner there, Mogey? No idea?
Well, it's a good question. Yeah, we were going to have a mate over, but she can't make it anymore, so that's not going to happen. But the problem I've got is my wife's probably made something because the friend was coming over. Keeping in mind that I've had about 3 kilos of sushi in the last 2 hours, so it's going to be hard for me to disguise my complete lack of appetite.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be good. I'll walk into that. I don't know. Chicken, probably chicken.
Yeah, nice.
Probably chicken.
Sure.
Bit of a
Here we go.
boiled tofu hot pot for you, Pug Son.
Hot pot would be good.
First of all, that sounds mean. Ever since I had hot pot for the first time the other
Right.
night. Well, I had it for the first time in Vietnam, obviously.
Obviously.
But the first time I had it in Auckland, I haven't stopped thinking about it. I need to go back. I had a Szechuan pepper hot pot.
Same here. Well, not Szechuan.
Holy
He had a
moly.
better one.
Oh,
It was
right. Your
so
one was better,
good.
you were saying.
And you'll be proud of me, Pug Son. I had tofu in it.
Did you really?
Unbelievable. You know, the fried tofu. The brown, you know what I mean?
I do.
It was bloody good. It soaks up the flavour there.
Yeah.
What am I having for dinner?
Something delicious.
I didn't even tell you what I had, but you just assumed.
Yeah, I just got
I'm having, Jase, I'm having bangers and mash tonight. Vegetarian bangers, obviously.
Oh, yeah, no meat in them. That's the best kind of bang.
Isn't it just? I'm having spinach and feta pie, some stuffed mushrooms.
That's vegetarian.
Stuffed
Yeah,
mushrooms
that's
Yeah, it is.
and roasted Brussels sprouts. Fellas,
So your vegetarian dinner tonight?
it is a fully vegetarian dinner,
Nice.
yeah. We try to do that every now and then.
Yeah, I've got to do that more, actually.
It's good stuff.
Spinach and feta pie, though.
Yes,
You know
yum.
what I'm saying?
I'm into that.
It's yum.
Yeah, I got to
I
back
mean,
it.
I pile like chili sauce all over it.
Yeah.
Hey, here's Block Party.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. REM there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening. But right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. A text here from Steve.
What's for tea?
What's the D?
What is for D?
Yeah, man.
With me,
D?
Pug Son.
Oh.
I'm not having D.
Well,
Having vegetarian
don't
bangers
rule
and
it
mash.
out, man.
Send your text in on 3483. Every one of these that you hear right now is in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher. Delicious tea tonight. Oh, they haven't sent their name. Should I even read it?
Yeah.
Should I even read it?
Yeah.
Anonymous here. Delicious tea tonight, fellas. Suitable for a cold
Just
Wellington
make a name
night.
up first.
Oh, Jack here.
Me off.
Yeah, it is. Delicious tea tonight, fellas. Suitable for a cold Wellington night. Chicken, leek, and mushroom stroganoff with some creamy mashed potatoes. That is a soul warmer.
Yeah, I'm actually into that.
That all sounds delicious.
Do you like a big
5
pie?
out of 5 buzzies.
Do you like a big pie?
I love a
Mogey?
big pie.
Yeah, good.
Any
Good.
kind of pie.
Yeah,
Spinach
so
and
do
feta?
I.
Except the spinach and feta.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, like a chicken pie, a fish pie.
Yes.
A beef and mushroom pie. Coq au vin.
We bought at the Parnell markets the other day. We bought a
Oh, Parnell. That's where Pugs sort of creeps about.
yeah.
That is, you can't. Not on here.
a beef and Portofino mushroom and truffle pie. It was so good. $20 away, and it was a big pie. The issue that we have in our family is our daughter doesn't really like pies, and so we never get to eat pies. And I'm like,
Who doesn't like
Yeah,
pie?
that is
Yeah,
the
well, my
first person
daughter
I've
does
ever
it.
heard of not liking a pie.
it's just outrageous.
Flaky pastry.
All right, get on with it.
G'day, fellas. Jackson here.
Pollock.
Oh, nice. Michael.
Yes, it's Jackson Michael here. G'day, fellas. Tonight, my wife is cooking me some palusami. It's a Samoan dish. It's corned beef and coconut cream, wrapped in taro leaves and baked for an hour or so.
I've never had
That's
it.
racist.
It's not racist. It's because of the corned beef, and I hate corned beef.
I
I
don't mind it.
would give that a nudge.
yeah.
I'd love
Just
to
because
try it.
I've never tried it.
You guys love a corned beef. I loathe the corned beef. The rest of it sounds all good, but I cannot do it.
Actually, you've just
You know what? I remember walking into the house. You'd walk into the house.
Yes.
You come home from school, you'd open the door, you put down your bag, the house would be full of steam, and you breathe in through your massive honker, and you go, oh, God.
Is it?
Corned beef.
Is it?
And you'd pick up your bag, you'd turn around and walk out again, and you'd never go home.
Can I ask, was it because there was also often in that scenario the waft of cabbage?
It was, you're probably not wrong there, but also it was it was the side of it. You boiled it in a pot, which was, you didn't do that for any other meat, and there was the filth, the ring of filth around the edge of the pot. Do you know what? It's a foul concoction. But anyway, enjoy.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Highly suspect there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening.
Fellas there and there. You remember that I took a delivery of a whole bunch of furniture from my mother, who's moved into a retirement village.
Marge.
She's downsized.
Yes.
And so she's got a whole lot of surplus stuff that, the vultures were circling. So I got all of it, which is great stuff. Turned up, there's a whole bunch of, Royal Dalton dinner set.
Wow.
Which it's a coveted sort of a thing, isn't it?
Royal Dalton is, yes.
It's funny because I think tastes have certainly changed over the generation. That would be something that you would got at way back in the day. You get that as your wedding gift.
Yes.
Silverware and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know when we'd ever use it, but there you go, it'll sit in the cupboard and gather dust, which will be nice. Something else that's happened is we've got a couch, beautiful couch. So my mum had a big three-seater couch, really deep, and a two-seater couch, so it was a set, but she's got no place for the three-seater at her new joint. So we got it, and at our house we've got 2 three-seaters that face each other, and they're identical.
Yeah.
Right, so ideally we would have got the 3 and the 2, but mum wouldn't part with it. You know, she can be selfish.
Yeah, yes. That is pretty selfish.
So we took one of the three-seaters, our ones, out and put that downstairs in storage and put her one in there in its place. And it looks great. Really good. And it sort of works with the other couch. I was a bit worried about them not matching, etc., etc.
Just for a visual here, the colour scheme, what are we running?
She's a cream. My mother's one is a cream one. And I would say that the other one is a very deep blue.
Okay.
A very deep blue. Long. Yeah, it's cool. It's
Don't
a cool
mind that
one.
combo.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it looks really good. However, I got home and I was worried about what my wife's opinion was going to be on it because God knows mine doesn't matter.
Yes.
And of course, she said all that the new couch does is she loves the new couch. But all it does is show up how old and rooted the old couch is. So she wants to get rid of that couch, buy a new couch. So this old couch that I got for free is now going to cost me however many thousands of dollars.
Just so that they're in matching condition.
Not matching condition, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Pugs?
What do I think about it personally?
Yeah, you don't look happy. If you say anything about my wife, mate.
Can I
All
just...
I'm saying is somebody's in the wrong here.
Yeah, thank you.
I can totally relate to this.
Yes.
Because I've been in that exact same scenario where we've got something new.
Yes.
And it's really stylish or whatever. And then my wife has said the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Which is, that's great. I really like it. But it's making that look really shitty
It's
now.
like getting a new jacket and thinking, oh, well, now I need new boots
and jeans.
And then everything, new house, new missus.
And I'm of the firm opinion, you're better off just having ready-ass stuff, not worrying about it and saving yourself a few coins.
Well, we know that. We've been to yours.
Oh, boy.
Holy hell.
I could just...
Oh.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Yes, indeed. Velvet Revolver there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Tuesday evening.
Radio Hauraki Day and Lou's getting closer, fellas, and it's getting to the bottom of bowel cancer by taking the conversation all the way up to the top. Thursday, June 25th, all the way from 6 a.m. right to the end of the big show. We're going to be broadcasting from the top of the Sky Tower. And when I say we, I mean the whole Hauraki crew. Not the big show all day. Goodness me.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Looking forward to it, fellas.
Jeez, I hope you got your training in there, Jase, obviously.
That's right.
50 stories you got to get, well, 51, I guess, technically speaking. But I believe in you, man.
We've been
the same way Keyzie believes in you with your smoking, mate. I believe in you.
Actually,
here.
if you believe in Jase, text Lou to 3483 for a secure donation.
Yeah, just on that front, we're having a bit of a chit chat about it because there's some safety issues.
They're worried that you're going to die halfway up the first floor.
Is this a bit like the bungeeing thing where they didn't let you bungee and Keyzie had to do it because of your health?
Exactly.
Now, on another note, fellas, I have wondered whether or not I'm becoming more and more intolerable, maybe as I get older. I'm finding myself get really grumpy with stuff. And
Can I just say, I hate to interrupt you, mate.
Oh, thanks.
Intolerant, not intolerable.
Why?
Is that what you mean?
Both.
Intolerant means you can't tolerate other people. Intolerable means they can't tolerate you.
Yeah, maybe both.
Yeah, I think both.
At this rate.
As long as you're not wearing your beret, brother.
Yeah, man.
Hauraki Big Show.
Or your boat shoes.
Oh, cheers. But there's just been a few things lately that I've sort of been questioning how people are raised in this great nation of ours, Aotearoa. Just three things. And I've seen them more and more and more in the last couple of weeks, and I brought it up with a few people. Nobody's really reacted with the same anger that I have, but I feel like it's totally justified. I wanted to get your thoughts. The first one, something that I've noticed is when I'm trying to go wheeze and the toilet seat won't stay up.
Yeah.
And you have to hold it with your hand and be holding your downstairs at the same time. I've noticed it on the plane. I've noticed it in our office toilets out here, and I've noticed it at a gym that I go to. And I just don't really think there's any excuse to have a toilet that does not function the way that it's designed.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's put there to test you. That's one of those IQ tests. I don't know if you've seen the film Men in Black, but there's something similar happens there where they want to see if you can think outside the box. So they're deliberately set up. So I know what you mean. You put it up and then it slowly comes down. Then you put it up again and it slowly comes down.
To
you
avoid
slam
doing
it and it
wheeze on the
slowly
seat.
comes down.
Yes.
And then you think it's going to stay there and it slowly comes down.
Yeah.
So there's a way there that it's just about how you want to deal with it. I kick it off. I kick the seat off.
You take the whole seat off. You sort of remove it. Do you put it
remove
back
the
on
problem.
when you head out?
No, because if they want it to stay there, then obviously
They
the
should
seat would
design
stay
it
up.
that way. Yeah.
I just put it down in that scenario and urinate all over it.
That's right. So those are the options you've got. Now, you've chosen to go for putting your hand on it, which is disgusting.
Gross.
I could just wash my
Disgusting.
hand.
I don't want your filthy digits all over my toilet seat, Pugs.
Wait,
I'm never
what?
going to
Wait,
win
so
that.
it's my hands that are the problem.
This is the problem. It's like, yeah, sure, you get to go, you get to leave and wash your hands. What about that filthy, bloody seat that's been touching your todger?
And has your wheeze all over it.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's the Big Show done and dusted this Tuesday evening. Great job, Pugs, covering for old Keyzie there and having to do all the podcasts and stuff at the same time and run the ship. Good on you, mate. Hey, with that in mind, were you able to do a podcast outro clip today?
I was able to do a podcast outro clip. I found that the podcast today was a lot about city living, sort of in all aspects. We covered, I think, the bike thing, and then we also went into some more sort of encounter stuff, didn't we?
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, and I'll bleep it.
You promise?
I promise.
Oh,
Okay. My is so...
Yeah.
But she was yelling it out.
I'm not
My
bleeping
beep
it.
is so big.
Yes. That was a comment that a person made outside of my apartment.
How hot?
You'll have to listen to the podcast to get the gist of what was going on.
Nice of you to have a positive encounter for once, though.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It's very nice.
It's endearing.
Mogey, you're off to go home.
I am off to go home.
You're stuffed to the gunnels with food. Your
I
wife's
am.
probably prepared a massive meal, and you're going to have to fake your way through it.
I am, and I'm outside of that. I've just got a doco that I want to finish off watching. Is it? Nah, it's not Wednesday. Damn it. And then I've got some other shows that I want to watch, I think. It's been quite good. I've got my evenings back.
Yeah, nice. Very
I've
nice.
had my evenings for a very, very long time, and now I get to sort of chill out a bit, which is bloody nice. But if anyone's got any movie recommendations or anything like that, let me know.
New season of Love Island's out.
Oh, is it? Cool,
Yeah. I
cool,
didn't get
cool,
to talk about it
cool.
earlier, but it is out.
Yeah, what are you up to, Pugs?
What do you reckon?
Oh, you're eating those vegetarian sausages with lumpy old foul mash.
Yes.
Okay, well, my partner's making the mash.
Yeah,
That's
she's
not
you
very
saying
nice,
that
mate.
she's shocked.
Yeah, she
Me
just...
or
She
Jase?
doesn't know how
Because
to
it sounds like
mash.
he's saying it.
You were saying that. Yeah, off air.
I was saying it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's so good. So, I'll enjoy that meal and then I'll watch some Love Island. Maybe play some Monopoly Deal.
Good stuff, man.
Thanks, man. What about you, Jase?
Oh, I'm going to go home and eat my fully vegetarian meal.
I feel like I need some veggies, man. I need to have a good round of veggies.
Yes.
I hope that's going to be on the cards tonight, actually. Got to get back into maybe some green smoothies or something just to get them in me.
Yeah, no, good call, man. Good call.
I've got to get back to the gym as well. I'm a disgrace. I'm an absolute disgrace.
You're looking pretty good.
Do you know what's helping me, Jase?
What's that?
Is not drinking.
Yes.
Means I'm not blowing out.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I feel like I could use that.
Hey, now listen, go to check out the Instagram, check out the podcast. Till tomorrow. See you later. Bye.
Bye.